Listen to me. Let me to tell you something, keep it in your head. Sorcerers usually know about us more than we know about ourselves. And sorcerers can see who you are in the spirit better than we can see ourselves sometimes. And if you've been wondering how exactly sorcery are able to know, your destiny or your spiritual gifts, especially when you are not awakened yet. And if you're wondering before you are even aware of them, you know, today we're gonna be revealing the mystery of how sorcerers, you will figure out later on, oh, that's why they targeted me in that such a way. They knew that I'm gonna do this, that you will later figure it out why. But when you awaken, they will not see and know as much as you when you were asleep and not aware, and giving them access in a way or another, or telling them, I'm gonna tell you how they get spiritual info on people who wish they target with the spell work. Yes, it's a channeler of a direct insight from the spirit realm, from my ancestral team, and be sure how to listen and turn on what I'm gonna say, how sorcery choose who they will target with the spell work, how they actually get the information they need on the person they are attempting to target. Here's a couple of things that you must know, so it will help you. There are the more obvious ways sorcerers gain spiritual information about a person. Process of sending and assigning monitoring spirit to a person. And as I explained, monitoring spirit can even be human or not a human. A non-human form or a human form can send things like flies, mice, snakes, cats, and mosquitoes. Non-human monitoring spirits, monitoring energies that don't have a physical form at all. So sorcerer can send in actual entities or graveyard spirit to monitor and gain information on a person. And in cases where sorcerers are sending monitoring spirits, they usually do this better understanding of day-to-day habit. Do you have strong spiritual team? Do you have weaknesses? Do you have your inner secret can be used against you and turn against you in some way? This is what they look for when they send in monitoring spirit energies. So sorcerers and monitoring spirit, they send on to spy on a person, can also astral travel into a person's dreams and gather information on them in the dream state. If you ever dream about people asking you question in your dream, or you have intimate conversation about your personal life in your dream, this could be a sign of someone seeking to gain more spiritual information on you. What's happening next in your life? What's the blessings in store for you in future? And things like that. However, when it comes to a sorcerer wanting esoteric information, not everyday information, what you do in day-to-day life, but if a sorcerer want esoteric information about your spiritual and who you are in the spirit, this is what they resort to do. Spiritual spying, like performing divination and the ancestral lineage that you come from, to see things like if there was spiritual power in your lineage, and they will use divination to look into your Akashic record for information about your birth chart, your life path number, and other things regarding your spiritual design. And if you want to more about this, actually do your own research, or you may have a session with me. Before in this conversation, I drop information and Akashic record, swift and severe judgment come upon any being who appears into my Akashic record without my explicit permission. Period. Make that Make that clear. When it gets sorcerers to make gaining on your spiritual design and destiny, they will do this while getting very close to you. Essentially, they want to get you to trust them with sensitive spiritual information by even pretending to be your friend, or by posing as a trustworthy spiritual healer or mentor. You may encounter getting close for someone romantic relationship. Be careful who date and who you marry, and it's super important. There's of course sorcerers who bait us in trusting them in a professional level, where we trust them enough to let them read our divine or spiritual situation. And once we allow this sorcerer to divine on us and gain our spiritual information, they will essentially gonna use the information that they gathered, reading for their own personal intention. Like I don't allow anybody to read on me divination. I also make it clear. I close every door that anybody and any portal that have been trying to cry, look into me through divination or any kind of way. I don't give access. I don't even go to these people to read for me, because when you have spiritual gifts, you will reach a level like I definitely can't know everything. And what's lovely about life? There's no taste in life when you want to know every certain thing that is coming to you, but you will at least know your energy, anything that related to your energy. So don't give them permission or trust under false pretensions, and then expose problem without talking about solution. Don't tell them your problems and don't tell them what's your solutions. And the one way I see sorcerer gathering important spiritual information about a person is romantic relationship and spiritual mentorship. We have to be careful on who you're being with and who you're working with spiritually. Always ask always ask the Holy Spirit, like I do when you're thinking and connecting with any person. Like I do this. I always ask the Holy Spirit, God, to reveal to me anything that I want to do. And I learned something, that the spiritual journey is individuality. It's your own spiritual journey. It's nobody's business. That's your journey. Your gift, that's your gifts. How they function, how far they go, and what they are. And you don't have, when you're in spiritual journey, you don't have to share and talk except with the Most High God. Yes. And make sure you invoke Archangel Zerkir for your Akashic record. Yes. He's the one who protects us from spiritual evilness that are trying to access our Akashic record.